72 hours straight, 3 jobs, living paycheck to paycheck.
We seem to be made to suffer.
Now, running a 6-figure business while still practicing medicine. This isn't just another success story. This is how one burned out NP went from survival mode to thriving now as an entrepreneur. And today I'm showing you exactly how I did it. So let me take you back to small town Alabama. Growing up so poor, I couldn't even afford my own PC, so I built one myself out of parts that I found. And that same problem-solving mindset really helped me to transform from a burnt-out nurse practitioner into the medpreneur. Let's be real here. You didn't spend years of medical school racking up 6 figures in debt, student loans, just to feel trapped in a system that doesn't serve you. There are some staggering statistics that 70% of healthcare providers report some form of burnout. 55% are considering leaving their profession altogether. And not only that, 42% are working multiple jobs just to survive. I can't tell you that I felt burnt out and how patients see it before I did. Like patients will tell you, hey, you seem kind of distant today. You all right? I'm like, huh. And so I did some self-reflection and I was like, I can't be like this. But here's what nobody tells you about escaping is how to do it, how to transform. The first step is to identify your superpower. What is that? The unique skills that you have. What problems do you solve best? Not only that, let's take it a step further and say, what are you the most passionate about? Are you a person that wants to know more about hormones? Then go for it and open up a men's health or women's health practice. Are you passionate about end-of-life care? Then go ahead and do a hospice or palliative care practice. Find what drives you. And for me, it's breaking down complex medical concepts into simple, more manageable steps. And I applied this to my weight loss practice, incorporating my own weight loss journey, and that just sort of took off. And with my weight loss practice, I have a 100% success rate. So next step, you're going to have to develop and build what we call your minimum viable product or your MVP. What is that? It's the product at itself, the essential core that works. And so if you're anything like me, I get analysis paralysis. Things have to be perfect. But if you overthink it, then you won't be able to launch your product, your service, your clinic. And that's where many entrepreneurs live, is in what I call idea land, is that you're just thinking about it, but you never implement it. You never create that business. You don't even get the LLC. So I use the analogy, you're building the airplane as you're flying it, right? You're building the plane, but do you need the landing gear right now? And if you're anything like me, I'm not going to be landing anytime soon, right? So the landing gear isn't exactly essential at this point in time. Once it becomes essential, then you can start to add it on. All right, level 3, we need you to scale through systems. What does scaling look like? What are the systems that you need? And for me, it's been standard operating procedures, or in the hospitals, they're like policies and procedures. Anything that you do more than once, write it down. Talk about it, create a script, create a checklist. That way, that's going to save you time once you get busy and you start to scale. You won't have time to write everything down when you're that busy. You might as well do it early while you're in that startup phase and you've got more money than time, right? Level 4, what is that? It's going to leverage technology to your advantage. We are at the golden age of technology to where we have access to AI and ChatGPT, and we've even got these automated AI softwares like Freed AI to where you can dictate your notes with this AI software while also maintaining that conversation with your patient instead of tippy-tapping like this, right? Just imagine how much better your relationship with that patient's going to be when you're not typing at the computer with your face in the screen instead of looking them in the eyes. And the last level here is creating multiple income streams. What does that mean? You need to find a service or a product that accentuates what you do, not take away from or adds confusion. That's what I did in the beginning, was try to do too much. And I had to streamline and think about what made sense, right? So let's say, for instance, you're a med spa. You're not going to want to do any primary care because that's a bit out of your scope and it doesn't make sense. But in the same token, if you're a med spa and you're also doing weight loss, well, that makes sense, right? Because once you have weight loss, you're going to have excess skin and your skin itself isn't going to be as nice and bright, right? Because you're in a malnutrition state. So that makes sense to me, right? Okay. So let me show you exactly how this works. And here are some actual screenshots of some milestones and things that I've done. A lot of common problems that I see, but not only within myself, but my consulting clients, is imposter syndrome. We all experience it at some point, especially in the beginning of our medical career. It's just like, how do I convince myself that I'm competent and that I'm good? That's a natural part of the process. All this is you needing to build up that confidence and to create those wins. One way to do that is celebrate every small little win. Your first dollar, put that on the wall. Your first 5-star review, celebrate that patient. Celebrate everything, right? Time management. Geez, I can't tell you how I wished I had more hours in the day, right? Or more daylight, or didn't need to sleep, because we have so much to do. And as you grow as an entrepreneur, you're going to understand the value of time. And so for time management, you need to sit down and actually create a schedule, create checklists, and hold yourself accountable so that you can prioritize things that matter. Use software that help you. Use reminders inside of Google Calendar, because if you're anything like me, my ADHD brain is just like herding crazy cats together, it's just everywhere. And that's another part, is knowing yourself, what your strengths and weaknesses are, and you need to be honest with yourself, okay? Another key issue that I hear all the time is market saturation. Oh, the market's full of weight loss clinics. The market's full of nurse practitioners. That may be true, but there's only one of you. Capitalize on what makes you unique, and there is no competition, right? That's why McDonald's, Wendy's, and Chick-fil-A can all operate on the same block, because they all mean different things. They have different approaches of things. One values cost, one values customer service, right? So double down on that special item, okay? Or that special talent that you have. All right, guys, I'm gonna give you a roadmap for your next 4 weeks. Your first week is going to be laying that foundation. Week number 2 is going to be creation of your business, your product, your idea. Week 3, launch it, let it go. And then week 4, scale it, laying the foundation. What does that mean? Is you need to sit down and actually build out your business on paper, and that's with a business plan. Make sure you go to FMP University and get my free healthcare fundamentals course, to where I have all of this, okay? And next is creation of that plan. Next is creation of the business. Now you need to put these parts together. You need to create a budget. You need to think about what programs you need to purchase. You need to think about what EMR you want to buy. You need to make sure that you have your insurances. Make sure you got your permits if you're doing a clinic. Make sure you got your website. Make sure you got your social media presence set up. That's the creation of your actual business. Next, I need you to go ahead and launch it. Doors are open. You're busy. You're seeing patients. You're taking care of clients. You're doing all these different things. Now you're going. And once you're launched, it's okay to make mistakes. It's normal. That's how you learn, is to understand what you need to do better and improve. And you need to seek feedback from staff, patients, vendors, everyone, so that you can fix what's wrong. It's not to say that you're a bad provider or a bad business person. It's starting something new takes a lot of effort and skill. And let me tell you, there is no JNC 8 for business, right? There's no DSM-5 for business or guidelines, so you're bound to make mistakes. And then finally, scaling up your business or practice. What else do you want to add to your business, right? Do you want to add supplements? Do you want to add another service? Do you want to expand marketing efforts, scaling? The one thing you need to do when you're scaling is increase your marketing. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I always ask clients who aren't doing so well, I'm like, okay, so what are you doing for marketing? They always answer, oh, word of mouth. That's great. Your current clients are your best clients, right? But you need to get the word out through Facebook, social media, Google, all those different things. And scaling is when your foundation becomes very, very important. If you don't have a solid foundation, then when you scale, things are going to break and fall apart. So you need to lay the solid foundation, friends, okay? So if you're ready to break free from burnout, join our healthcare fundamental courses at fmpuniversity.com. Connect with us at the Medpreneurs Roundtable on Facebook, and hit subscribe for weekly transformational strategies. And as always, may the force of entrepreneurship be with you.